What's up YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be installing the Treal Overdrive gear on the Axial SCX24 indoor crawler. So if you're new to the channel, if you haven't seen any of my videos, consider subscribing. At the end of this build playlist, which is linked right here, I will be giving away this little Axial SCX24 Jeep. So I'm going through it. If you'd like to see anything that I've been going through, check out the playlist like I said. So today, here I have the Axial, or not the Axial, the Treal Overdrive gear. And so this gear goes in the front diff of the SCX24, and you may be wondering, okay, I understand, it goes in the front, but what does it do? Does it give me a performance upgrade? What is the performance upgrade? So this gear allows the front wheels to move faster, so that helps out with crawling capabilities. So the theory is if your front wheels move faster, that'll allow for more grip, more wheel speed, and that should help you go up things quicker. So here is the gear. So Treal provides you, I believe this is the worm gear, this is the gear, and then it gives you a couple of these little spacers right here. So yeah, and then also Treal includes some stickers, which is always awesome. So we're definitely gonna put some of these guys onto the Jeep. So first things first, I'm gonna take off the body, and then we'll jump into the install. Now that the body is off, we're gonna remove the two front wheels with a 4mm hex. Get those out of the way. There's one. So normally I'd use my T-tool, but the hexes on those axle extenders are not the same size, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So now that we have removed both the front wheels, we are now gonna remove the steering knuckles. And so there's a screw up top, and there's a screw down below, and we're gonna do that on both sides of the truck. So I have been using my Wera 1.3 hex. If you're interested in a quality tool, I've been using in all my videos. Link will be in the description. So we unscrewed the steering knuckles right there so we could have access to the front diff cover because it's kind of hidden behind all these steering linkages. So now that that's gone, I'm gonna unscrew this last steering link right here, and then we'll have that completely out of the way. Alright. So now that the steering link is removed, we now have access to the diff cover, and so it's 6 simple screws that keep it all together. So it is worth noting that the top 2 screws on the diff cover are going to be longer compared to the bottom 4, so just keep that in mind when you're putting everything back together. And so now that all those screws are out, we can pop off the diff cover. It comes off pretty easily, and there it is. So in the diff cover, there is a little bearing right there, so you want to keep that in your diff cover for now. Okay, and now we have access to the worm gear and actual gears, and so we're going to pull out a little drive shaft bearing thing right there. Popped it out, and as you saw, as you heard, the gear kind of just popped out. So there is the gear, and then there's a bearing right here. Popped out both the bearings. Keep those accounted for, and now we're going to pop out the worm gear. So I was having some trouble grabbing the worm gear with my little fingers, so I got my needle noses right here, and we should just be able to grab it. Oh, don't want to lose that O-ring. Oh crap, there's the O-ring, don't want to lose that. Oh, and so I believe, I'm not too sure, but it's not coming out because I didn't unscrew this little screw right here on the drive shaft. So I believe if you unscrew that there, pop that guy out. Now I try to move our worm gear. Let's see if it comes out now. Oh, there we go, and that was it. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so here is our stock worm gear, and so that's how you take it out. Alrighty, cool. So now, let's hop into the new stuff. So, here I am looking at the different worm gears, and so here is the new one. It's on the right, and here's the old one on the left. So the only difference I can see is that the gear actually looks bigger compared to the older one, so I don't know what the bigger size equates to spin the wheels faster, but that's the difference between the two. And along with the new worm gear, he provided some O-rings or spacers, whatever you want to call them. Oh, they're O-rings. Clearly O-rings. There's 4 of them, so I'm going to put 2 on each side of the worm gear. See how that goes. Be very careful with these because they're really small and don't have any extra ones. So I was having major issues with putting these little O-rings on the worm gear. So I got these little pair of tweezers, and they've definitely helped out. So it probably took me 20 minutes to put those on, but they are on now. So now we can put this back into the truck and get everything all back together. So I wanted to remind you guys, if you're interested in winning this Axial SCX24 Jeep Wrangler indoor build, remember to subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram at miguelrubencortez video, comment on a video in this build playlist, any video, and remember to like the video, and that's pretty much it. It'll be free. I'll ship it out to you anywhere in the lower 48 states. So yeah, good luck. So first thing that's gonna go in is gonna be the new worm gear. And so the bearing is already in there, so don't have to worry about that. Pop that guy through there. Should be able to move him around okay. He's in. Now we grab the back end of the drive shaft, and we're gonna screw that guy back in. Worm gear is in now. It's pretty cool. All right, now we are going to put in our new gear. Comparing, oh, that's our old gear. Here's our old gear. Wait, which one is the old one? I don't even know. I think the black one's the new one. Oh, I wonder what the upgrade is. This one feels, I guess, lighter. This one's kind of made out of metal. This one has to be the new one. They were both black. Grab the new one. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know if you can see right here, but the part where you have to install the bearing and the shaft and the gear at the same time, oh, that part is such a challenge. I definitely recommend having something like a small pair of needle nose or a pair of tweezers. Definitely will help out the process. It's super hard to record while I'm doing it. Ooh, almost lost my bearing. Almost went flying across the room. So yeah, I'm gonna, oh, I actually got it, okay. I'm in. All right, so I have both shafts in, both bearings in, and the worm gear. Now I'm gonna grease it up before I put everything back together, before I put on the diff cover. So if you followed along with the channel in the past, I have my 1-Up gold. It's pretty much just gold grease. And so I'm just gonna grab my tweezers because I don't have a Q-tip on me right now. Probably not ideal, but I'm just gonna grab it, hold in my shaft so nothing moves around. We're just gonna stuff as much as we can in there right now. Go ham with it. And then we're gonna turn on. All right, so I have some of the gold in the differential, and I'm just gonna run it real quick so it cycles and it kind of has the grease kind of all throughout it. All right, so this thing is just stuffed with the gold, and now I'm gonna run it one more time so it cycles through. And now I'm gonna put on the diff cover, and then we'll get everything back together. All right, so the diff cover is now on, everything's contained. I'm gonna turn on the car one time and run it to make sure that the shafts move, nothing's binding, which it looks like something is binding right there. Oh, nothing's actually binding. Get on that side. On that side, no binding. So now we're gonna put on the steering knuckle and the drive steering links, and we'll get everything running. So when you're putting the steering link back on the truck, you wanna make sure that this little mounting point up here is facing upward, not like that, because that's how you know you have it backwards. So you want that pointing up. And you wanna make sure to line up the slots on these little guys right here to the slots, the pins on the shaft, so they actually catch. All right, so after going through it, I definitely thought I had some bind, which I did. I mistakenly tightened the knuckle points too much, which I thought I burnt out my servo, but that didn't make any sense at all, so I knew I didn't do that. But we're all good now. We're here on the Impala. Got steering. Holy moly. There's definitely still some binding though. Oh man. Oh man. See what happens when we put it high. Oh, maybe not. Oh. I don't know if it's that overdrive gear, but this thing definitely seems like it's more jumping. Oh, for sure, for sure. Let's see. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. All that weight. Clearly bad example to be doing that here. Let's see if I can show you the example of the overdrive gear one more time. I forgot to mention, if you want this Treal overdrive gear, definitely check out the link in the description. I'll link it there. It's on Amazon. It's an affiliate link, but definitely check it out. All right, so here is the Jeep. We got 2 pieces of tape. We line them up vertical to each other. The wheel up front should spin at a faster rate compared to the wheel out in the back. So this piece of tape will spin more times than the one in the rear. So I'm gonna put the controller in low so I can demonstrate this so you can see it on camera pretty good. And we'll hit the gas. So here we go, ready? 1, 2. You see that? So now they're both back in line. Let's see if I can get the point. There we go. So I think that's three rotations, and this one is a quarter ahead of this one in the rear. So maybe what, 25% increase from that overdrive gear. So there we are. So yeah, definitely when you're done, put everything back together. Make sure you get rid of all that bind, because you don't want to do all that hard work and just kind of lose it all at the end. Always save your old parts. You never know when you might need them. But yeah, that was a pretty cool mod. It was what, 20 bucks, I believe. If you want to get this overdrive gear, I will put the link in the description. And yeah, you should definitely check it out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm really excited to give this thing away. See you guys in the next video. Peace.